Yeah, good day everyone, good day everyone. I want to talk to Jamaica people, especially people who take taxi. See? Because this morning I take a taxi, you know, and I tell you, one heap of things the woman are talking in a taxi, you know. And I tell you, the woman are talking, you know. So one of taxi virgin, you know, she go look for him in a public hospital, you know. Full of AIDS, you know. He's a killing me, you know, in the bed, and they attack a bag of things. I say, boy, be a school as him fuck off, and some young girl, be a 16, 17, 18, 15, or I go to school and them thing there. Because they want a burger, KFC, and them thing there, you know. You look at a little girl, you know, and give all of them AIDS, you know. And I say, in taxi friend, them a bun him out, say, oh, the boy have AIDS. And man, I say, yo, them have AIDS too. Because the same girl, the little girl, when him a look at a fuck, them a fuck for the little girl them too. So right now, me I tell her, say, and the woman attacking, and the woman attacking in a taxi, you know. You know, which part of a Spanish Town bus terminus, the taxi base. I don't know which man him sick from over there. In the hospital there now. You see me? And give all them baby mother kids. And his son born kids. Yeah.
Now, people, you heard what this man had to say. Don't know how factual what he is saying is. What I do know what is factual, Jamaica is the epicenter of petty. This has been going on for decades, meaning that little picnic and big old great town shrivel up seed man because of financial gains, because of opportunity. A lot of these men, them a use the money and a lure these children, especially if they come from some sorts of poor background. If you look around, just watch any minibus that you see driving all over Jamaica, looking at the front seat, always some young girl. And I am not saying that they are sleeping with all of them. However, in a lot of cases, they are. The same thing applies as it pertains to the taxi them. They do it for opportunity. That means me transport you around and you give me some of that and me give you some of this. Cash for PUMS. If you notice, you see a lot of young girls. If you see them out with their mother and them father, the mother and the father have banger, some little four-fold phone, and I am not trying to belittle anybody's phone. But when you look at the child have iPhone, Samsung 24S Ultra, the latest technology that money can buy. However, in a lot of times or cases, these parents never ask where you get that phone from, daddy, or chargy, or baby. A lot of times, they are also the recipients of these children being manipulated, being sexually abused. So therefore, sometimes the parents, the mama and the papa, the dirty one, them, are actually pimping these little pitney for financial gain. So when you hear this man saying this, there's a thing that is called misery loves company. So therefore, these men know that they are getting sex from these little pitney. Them now boots up, them now arms up. Especially when them ears set them have AIDS. Them want to take everybody else out with them, especially when they are paying, especially when them feel like sooner or later I go gone. So therefore, why not take a few of the people that are the recipients of the proceeds of my money? I am just telling you the mentality. On top of these people being very sick, they are also evil and demonic. So therefore, what this man is saying, I'm not going to say everything where I say 100% proof. However, in a lot of cases, that is exactly what is happening. And it is not an isolated incident. It is rampant in Jamaica. Point blank and period. So the next part of the video is called Rosie Goes Back to Crab Circle, really. Now, a couple of days ago, I was watching the news and I saw that Rosie was fined $250,000, $250,000 Jamaican at the court for the incident, that viral video that went all over social media with Rosie taking a poop in the crab circle in her own little business. She then wiped it with some sorts of napkin, did not know that someone was watching, videotaping it and putting it out there, luckily for the whole world to see, because just imagine that was going on and Rosie had the same sorts of habits that she had. Needless to say, and justifiably so, since that incident, and justifiably so, Crab Circle has pretty much been a flop. Don't know if there's any sorts of improvement since they reshuffled and reopened. However, based on the news, it is said that Rosie is supposed to be doing some sorts of counseling, doing some sorts of classes, doing some sorts of damage control. And she did an interview with the media and she said that she is looking forward to coming back because a whole bunch of persons have been contacting her via WhatsApp, via regular call, and they're saying they're anticipating, waiting for her to go back out and they're going to support her. Now, people, like me say, people can be redeemed. However, there's a thing that is called capital crime, capital punishment. So therefore, when you do certain things, that pretty much should exit you from that business. Don't know what type of loyal supporters she has that are willing to go back and buy from her after that video. What I do know, I would not be one of those persons. So I say this to say that if I go to a business establishment that serves food and I see the floor is dirty, the table them dirty, even before I enter the premises, I see all sorts of garbage, all sorts of rat run around the perimeter, I would just exit. I would not even enter that establishment. Not even knowing that inside might be clean, but just what I saw outside is going to turn me off big time. So therefore, you think that me couldn't see anybody with any sorts of video doing what she did? That is the worst thing I've ever seen at any sorts of food establishments. And I wouldn't go back to establishments that are kept dirty. Much more the person that is serving the food, cooking the food, doing the dirtiest deed that you can imagine. I'm just saying certain things you can't forget and you should not forgive that person for. She should find a next line of business because, like me say, that is just my views. However, let me know what you think in the comment section. How would you handle that? Would you forgive her? Would you go back to that place? I would not even buy from anybody else at Crab Circle. As far as I am concerned, Crab Circle does not even exist. And people, don't get it twisted. I was once that person that used to support the little business them on the street. However, I notice whenever I would buy stuff, just say a little man I sell peanut or peanut cake, Irish mash, Magnum, etc. I noticed that I would get sick on a regular basis. I said to myself, but I am doing the right thing. How comes? However, I realize once I do some sorts of survey and once I stop buying from certain people and stop eating at certain places, me not get sick again. So therefore, that tells you the reason was these people are selling you stuff and it was not clean. Simple as that. Point blank and period.
I just watch a video on Pink Wall where I say Kamala, right, Mango, address Miss Kitty. Like, come on, girl. Stop a behave like you don't understand the point that the lady is making. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, let me tell you the issue. So apparently, Miss Kitty, was having a talk, and she was saying that she came across an interview with Lyles being interviewed by somebody. Because as you guys might know, or some of you don't, Lyles, which is a US athlete who used to be the king of the 100 meter until Kishane and Oblika go on with themselves now. You understand? So he's in an interview and they asked him some particular question, and in response to the question, he commented that, Janelle Broomfield, which is our Jamaican athlete, that he's apparently dating, they're both an item, said Janelle apparently disclosed to him that Shelly and Elaine have a long-standing beef. Right? Now, me I said to myself, say, when me hear it, before me skitty could have even carry on, I say, what kind of man this? I just a shut and a run him mouth, so like a mouth of Marceliza. You understand? Because we did try to accept him and thing, because, all right, our Jamaican girl I deal with him. So we I say, all right, we're going to adapt him and something. But it grieved me spirit, because man, for know how to behave, man, you cannot run your damn mouth, so, no lies. Run your foot and not your mouth. I want kiss you and beat you. Anyway, back to you, Miss Right Mango. Yeah, you come on, pan the something. Oh, you talk about Miss Kitty. You behave like say you talk about some little careless gal road. Let me tell you something. You see, all I want to slander the lady. Years don't know do it. Leave her alone. You all should be happy that we have someone like that in Jamaica representing us. She's an epitome of discipline, hard work, dedication, success. You understand what I'm saying? I'm so happy for her. I know she have her family. No drag her and say the woman couldn't breed. I know she breed. I must say, I'll go breed again. The woman married and something, and she have her life planned out and she organized. Yes, she have every right to drag on and tell the things them, because when una get personal, the woman are going to use her mouth and get back personal with you know. But you, right, Mango, you behave like say you never understand say what the lady is defending. The principle that he should not have thrown his girlfriend under the bus. Somebody can't tell us something in a confidence and something like that, and then you're gone on one public platform where you have an interview and just throw her under the bus. You never have no thought for how that might implicate her profile as a public person, as an international athlete and a national athlete. You never stop to think that the repercussions and she have to survive in the athletic community. So that is the point Miss Kitty was behaving, and you got to talk about the lady must not have nothing to do her yard and something. The lady like she careless. The lady look to you like she careless, girl. Look here now, man. I must say Melissa Silvera up here, aunt you. Because you must think we forget.
Now, people, here's the thing. Let me address the situation as it pertains to Noah Lyles and Janelle Bloomfield. Let me address the difference in culture in Jamaica and America. In American men and Jamaican men and people, just speaking in general. Obviously, I cannot speak for everybody. The cultures are different. The men are different. The men in America like for brag, like for run them mouths. Them not believe in a secrecy. Them not believe in a confidence. Not everybody. That means him and Janelle Jamaican, which he might see as some sorts of cloud chasing, some sorts of person in which him get information. Not to say that he does not genuinely love her. However, a lot of these persons are opportunists. American men specifically, speaking in general. Not all of them. Especially if them not grow in some sorts of Caribbean background. So therefore, this man and him girlfriend have pillow talk, and she tell him information. Now this information is not information that was not already out there, that there's some sorts of strife, as it pertains to Elaine, as it pertains to Shellyan. So therefore, this was no sorts of breaking news or state secrets. So when she tell him that, he never have to go back and say, my girlfriend tell me that, because remember, we are in the Olympics right now, and the athletes are probably at the Olympic camp or going towards the camp as I speak. So therefore, this might cause some sorts of commotion, especially amongst those two athletes and this young girl that is not as famous as Shellyan and also Elaine. So therefore, people might start pre her because of what she said, even though she did not give away any sorts of sprinting strategy secret that is going to help Noah Lyles or the Americans, in which are our greatest rivals in a track and field, especially in the sprints. So I just say there was no sorts of groundbreaking, fresh news that he was going to use or the team was going to use and have some sorts of advantage over Jamaica. It is information that is out there that everybody knows, even if you're not Jamaican. Once you're in track and field, it is obvious by the way that they greet each other, even when one win or one lose, there is no sorts of camaraderie. We could see it. It is plain to see that this rival is bitter. They might not say it, however, it is quite obvious. It is not as if it was a secret. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about what Right Mango had to say. Yes, she has her opinion. And yes, maybe she and Miss Kitty have some sorts of beef. And yes, she has some sorts of vindictive thing about Miss Kitty, vice versa. However, one thing that we've noticed is that a lot of these people are like cheerleaders. A lot of these people are like defenders for any and everybody. When they idolize somebody, that person can do no sorts of wrong. And yes, Miss Kitty is a very successful person. And yes, Miss Kitty is very educated. And yes, Miss Kitty carries her way in an ethical and moral fashion. So even if we give her the benefit of the doubt, it does not mean that she is not or could not be subjected to criticism. What she says is not the gospel. What she says could not be misinterpreted. What she says is right all the time. Because the truth and the fact is that based on information that is out there, it is not as if she is 100 proof ethical and moral. Based on information that is out there, yes, the man had a wife before he met Miss Kitty. And I am not going to say Miss Kitty is the one that took him from the lady, because nobody can take anybody from anybody. That person would have to decide that they are going to leave. However, she knew that he was married. So therefore, if she was 100% ethical, she would not have done that. She would have looked a man that was 100% by himself or single. So people, me just say, she is not without any sort of faults, but then again, nobody is perfect. The heart wants what it wants, and nobody can tell you who to fall in love with, and the situation can turn out just like it turned out. It turned out well, even if it started shaky or rocky. But there's also information that is out there that Miss Kitty was dating some sorts of bad man. There's evidence out there. So therefore, when Miss Kitty comes on social media and she acts as if she is holier than thou, that is not a fact. Yes, people can make mistake, and yes, people can redeem themselves. However, Miss Kitty is not the one to be making any sorts of criticism about every and anybody as if she is perfect, because definitely she is not. However, a lot of you persons are brown nosers. That means that you love KISS people ass. So therefore, if this person is your idol, you are going to defend them whether they are wrong or right. Me just say, everybody is entitled to their opinion. And the fact that Miss Kitty is a public persona, people can say whatever they want to say. It is just their opinion. It does not make it fact. However, they still are entitled to that opinion, whether it is wrong or right. So when you are going to make a point and try to shade Right Mango, and this is no source of defense for Right Mango, saying that there was some sorts of rumors about her being in some sorts of relationship with Sylvia. It is the same thing that Miss Kitty is guilty of. So therefore, it would be like the kettle calling the pot black. Two of them are accused of the same thing. Who is wrong, who is right, or they are all the same. So therefore, no sorts of difference if those are factual statements or rumors or propaganda. Simple as that. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.